Okay, so today in this video we will see about the extra query string parameters and how to utilize that to interact with the form and the view of dynamic CRM. So we will see this in action by considering some of the scenarios. So let's see the first scenario. In the first scenario, what we want to do that whenever we create a new account by clicking on this new button, we will see that the form is populating, but there is no value for the fields. Let's assume that if we want to populate the account name with some value, so how we can do that using the URL. Okay, so to do that what we need to do, we can copy this one. Okay, and here we will paste it, and this is the URL, this is the name of organization, and this is the entity name. After that we need to append extra QS. Okay, this is the extra query string parameter. It is recognizable by the CRM, and there we will pass the logical name of that field. In our case it is the account name, and we will pass it with the value. So in our case it should be account ABC. Okay, and one more thing we need to do is that this part is not properly encoded, so we need to encode it correctly. We will copy it, and directly here only we can encode it. So for that we need to go inside the developer window, and there we can search for encode URI. Okay, and here only we can pass the value, and it will provide us the encoded part. We can copy this one, we can close this, go back to this and replace this one. Okay, let's okay, we can copy this one, and right now we will paste it into the address bar, and let's hit the enter, and you can see the account name is now populating with the account ABC. Similarly, we can do this with the phone, fax, website, also for the lookup field, and many other fields we can use. Okay, so this was the first scenario. So now we will see how to set different types of fields in the form. So for instance, let's see if we want to update the lookup field of parent account in this form. For that how we can generate the URL. So I have created multiple URLs, and the first one we will use to set the lookup field in the contact record. So this is for the lookup field. Here you can see this is the parent account ID, this is the lookup logical name. Here the %7p, it is the opening curly braces encoded part, and this one is %7d, this is the closing curly braces part, and this one is the AND symbol, and this is the parent account ID name, which is the name of that record. In our case it is company B. Okay, so let's copy this and see there. So as you can see this record is automatically populated. So next we will check the remaining parameters. So to set the owner value in owner field, we need to modify it according to this URL. There the extra thing is we are passing the owner ID type, so the entity logical name we need to pass it for setting up the owner field. So let's copy this one and let's create a new contact record. So here you can see currently I am logged in with the test user 1, but the owner field is set to test user 2. If we go back to the contact record and you see this is the test user 1. Next is to set the option set value. In our contact form we have this method, preferred method of contact. So this is option set field. We need to set for the phone. For that we need to get the value of option set value. So I have created the URL. Let's use this. Let's scroll down and here you can see the option set value is set to phone. Now the last thing is if we want to populate the date, so in the contact form we have a date field called the birthday. So we want to populate this field using the URL. For that the URL is ready. Let's copy it and paste it over here. Let's go to details and you can see the date is set to 5/11/2011. Okay, so in this way we can populate different kinds of fill in the form. One thing we need to remember that for owner field which is here, and for any field which is having the type as customer type, we need to pass additional value for the type of entity. Okay, in this case it was owner ID type, so it has been assigned the value of system user. Similarly for the customer type we need to provide this entity type there. Okay, so in this way we can utilize the power of query string parameters. There is another scenario like where we want to hide the navigation bar. This is the navigation bar and this is called the command bar. Whenever we open the form, okay, so we want to hide this command bar as well as the navigation bar. To do that we will go here in the URL and we will add nav bar, okay, equals to off, and also we want to hide the command bar, so we can hide it using cmd bar equals to false. Now let's copy this and let's see it in action. As you can see the difference here, the navigation bar as well as the command bar is vanished from this page. Okay, I hope you like this.